Hi, I'm Jim Sacco, sports columnist and online blogger here at the News Virginian, and this is Augusta County's only weekly, almost live, all-local sports webcast, The Sports Desk. Joining me as always, interim sports editor here at the News Virginian, Robert Sisk. Robert, how are you doing today?
Doing well.
Yes. Are you excited today?
Always.
Always. You can sense it. It's electricity.
Electricity?
The hair on the back of my neck is standing up.
Electricity.
Feel it.
Electricity?
Feel it.
No, that's
okay,
all right.
never mind. Hey, Rob wants to talk softball, right?
Sure.
Excellent. Rob, tell us a little about Wilson Memorial, undefeated overall, looking like are they the cream of the crop in the Shenandoah district?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot of other softball teams that I think can challenge them. They've shown that going through their non-district schedule, and then they open up their district schedule with Stonewall and win in a 15-0 slaughter rule, 5-inning win, or mercy rule. Let's be correct about
politically
that.
correct. We don't slaughter anybody in softball. We mercy them.
Oh, I think they're the team to beat. They've got a pitcher on the mound. They've got a great outfield, a great defense, and their bats are starting to come on where I don't see who could stop them and keep them from getting a Region B berth.
It seems like in the past 3 years when you talk about Wilson Memorial softball, you mentioned Summer Ramsey, who's I think we've covered for like 6 years, and she's finally a senior. She looks to be on the same road as she is on the mound as always. Just a good, strong pitcher, getting the Ks, doing her job. I mean, you saw her pitch last week, right? Against
she's a general on the mound. She's a general on the field. When she's having a good day, everybody else is having a good day. Even when she's having a bad day, everybody knows to back her up. Recently, she's decided she's going to Bridgewater College to play softball. She'll be a great pitcher for them as well up there. It seems like we're not going to be able to get rid of her around here.
That's another. I tell you what, Bridgewater better start talking to James Madison University better start talking to Bridgewater about getting these local athletes. It's like everybody's going to Bridgewater.
It's going to look like a Southern Valley Shenandoah all-star team up there eventually. Everybody from this area, and then you got a few TAs and a few Broadways thrown in there as well. It's going to be I mean, you could probably go up there and see everybody you've seen play over the last 4 years.
What I'm looking forward to, let's stay on Bridgewater a little bit, is football win. Because at some point, you're going to see Jacob Hutchinson at quarterback, and at some point, you're going to see Josh Wilson out there playing too, who's a kid who, didn't start playing football in high school level until his senior year, and the guy just never dreamed. He's from Stuart Strath, and he just never dreamed of playing college football. And all of a sudden, bam, after 1 year.
There's another story like that too. Ryan Shull, he only played for 4 years. Tibbs saw him in his driveway playing football with his son and said, "You're going to play football for me." The kid never played football in his life, had no idea what he was doing. Now he's going to Bridgewater too, and he's going to be an excellent defensive starter for them.
And he's turning out to be a heck of a leaugh guy for Robert E. Lee baseball team as well. And you wouldn't know it by looking at him, and because he's not a big guy.
No.
He's like a fire pluggy. He's shorter, he's bulkier, and
he makes
he's
up for it
leadoff.
with heart and with speed, and that's what you need to play, especially high school sports in this area.
Oh, definitely the heart and the speed, the two big things in high school sports. Let's get away from Bridgewater. Let's go back to softball. Great week for Fort Defiance's Brittany Davidson last week. Obviously, did nagging shoulder injury, didn't get a lot of start. Actually, she didn't start pitching. She was just getting little spot innings here and there. Beginning of the week, she signs to play Division II ball down in Hickory, North Carolina for Lenore Ryan. Later the week, strikes in her first start of the season. The only senior on this team strikes out 12 lead ladies en route to the win to keep this team undefeated. You got to like what you're seeing out of this Fort Defiance team.
Fort Defiance is by far the best team in the Southern Valley. They're the team to beat. They beat Stuart Strath the other night. I don't think there's anybody that can really challenge them. Their biggest game, I think, is going to be excitement for them is TA after the battle they had last year. Of course, it's not quite as exciting because we have this wonderful Southern Valley Massanutten split, but we've got the. I think that's going to be the key matchup for them, just to see where they stack up. But aside from just Brittany Davidson, you've got to think about those underclassmen that stepped up for her while she was injured.
True that.
And they kept that team rolling. They kept them in the hunt, and now that Brittany Davidson's back, they're going to be a pretty tough team.
And she's getting some really good practice by playing on the collegiate level, being the only senior, because if she can go in to Lenore Ryan as a freshman, Lenore Ryan is no joke in terms of Division II softball. They have, I believe in 2000 was their first conference title, and since then they've almost been a regular in the NCAA Division II tournament, or at least the regionals. Just having that leadership skill she's building now as a lone senior on the team has got to be able to help her in college.
Definitely. I think she's going to be ready to go down there. We might not see her start right away her freshman year because of the program and the depth they have. But by her sophomore or junior season, the variety of pitches she has and her control, I think we'll see her down there, see her as a major factor.
I don't think she's going to pitch, though. Is the word on the street is that they're going to keep her in the infield, either one of the corners, first or third. They really want her stick, which makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because she's a heck of a batter as well. I believe she batted at a 500 clip 500 to 600 clip last year. This year she's disappointed with a 400 batting average. And the one thing I like about Fort Defiance is their coach Max Still has the greatest mustache in local softball.
Oh, definitely. Local, I think in the area he might have one of the best. Local softball, there's not a lot of mustaches, I don't think.
That's true.
He might be the only one that has one. I can't remember. But definitely.
Real quickly, and I know you're probably going to be watching this after this game takes place because we're filming this on Tuesday, and tonight, Tuesday night, is the Waynesboro Stewards Draft, big baseball game in the Southern Valley District. So let's imagine you don't know what's going to happen. Let's say you're watching this on Wednesday. So, Rob, what's some of the keys to this game tonight?
Pitching. That's it.
It's that simple. It is the Southern Valley arms race, isn't it?
Exactly. These are the best two arms in the Southern Valley. Whoever pitches the best game. Not to put there's got to be some bats. There's got to be some hitting. There's got to be some good defensive work. But really, it comes down whoever has the best day on the mound is probably going to be the one that comes out with the win. What
I thought was funny is that Stewards draft coach John Podgorski told us that he thought the key tonight would be 2-out hits. That's not something you hear often. You don't often hear a coach say, well, you know what's going to win it? 2-out hits is going to win it for us.
It might be because they haven't gotten a lot this year. They've had a lot of troubles with people in scoring position, base runners, just getting them on getting that scoring role started. That's been their biggest weak point this season. But they can do that. They're not going to outscore Waynesboro. Waynesboro's got the best top four of their lineup in the area easily, with Terrell Thompson, Jay Thompson, who am I forgetting?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Josh Craig.
Yeah, there you go.
And
okay.
One other. Sorry.
Some other kid who's a good baseball player. Call him.
They're not going to Stewards Draft's not going to outscore them. They just don't have the offensive strength. That's why I think it's going to be the pitching. They're going to have to keep those bats from heating up. They're going to have to keep them from getting on base, because as soon as you get either Terrell Thompson on base, he's going to get to third, and you won't know what happened.
Yeah, you blink your eye. If you're playing Waynesboro, you blink your eye, and next thing you know, Terrell Thompson's in scoring position. One of the things we overlook when we talk about leadoff guys, though, is Zach Marion at Stewards Draft, who's really, he's become a great table setter for Mickey Holbert. I believe Zach Marion has scored 15 runs. So this kid's crossed the plate 15 times. So he's getting the job done, too, though he's not as quick as a Terrell Thompson.
Exactly. Who is quick as Terrell Thompson?
Not many people.
Zach Marion's doing his job. He's performing it well for Stewards Draft. But things can always change. This is baseball. It's a crazy game. So
exactly.
We'll see what happens.
And it's going to be a fun race in all sports, at least all the sports we're talking about, softball and baseball in both districts, I think. But that's all the time we got this week. And for the Sports Desk and for Rob Sisk, Intro Sports Editor here, I'm Jim Sacco, and we'll see you guys next week. Hi, I'm Jim Sacco, host of the Sports Desk here at the News Virginian. We're going to do this once a week, and we need to know what you like, what you don't like, and also we need questions from you. So you email us at sports@newsvirginian.com, and we'll see what we can do about getting those questions answered. And also, if you tell us why you think you belong on camera, maybe you can join us for a week.